Hello and welcome to Messages from Above with Toni G. And I am Toni G. I am a psychic, a medium, and a channel. So if you would like a reading, go ahead, call in now. While I'm waiting for you to call in, I am going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with me. First and foremost, we have 2 TV shows. And I always say we, and people are like, but it's just you. No, I'm never alone. I'm surrounded by all kinds of angels and guides and healers and, well, the people from heaven, spirits. It's like that boy in The Sixth Sense. I am surrounded by people all the time, but I love it. When angels are your coworkers, your days always look pretty darn good. That's all I can say. Back to the shows. Yeah, I have conversational EDD. That means, ADD. I crack myself up too. See, I'm so much entertainment in myself. That's probably why I have 2 shows. No, it's not. So the first show is Create a Life You Love. And this is my way of giving back to entrepreneurs and business owners. I pick a guest, or a guest will email me or contact me, and I pick a guest and I have them on this show, and we just talk about how they created this life, how they took their purpose and their passion and made it into a viable career. I just love listening to their stories, and I know you will. This month, May, is Randy Reinhardt. He's an attorney, and he tells this story that is so amazing. It had everybody in tears. I was trying to fight back the tears. I didn't want to mess up my mascara. But it was very difficult for me to not start just all out crying. It was the most amazing story. And then on Psychic Medium, Toni G, Patty is on there, and Patty asks me all about reincarnation, and it's such a great show. And both of these shows are available on WSCS, which is a local station, but it's available on demand and also on Roku. I can't spell it. I can't say it. I can't spell it. Doesn't matter. Not important. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. And then I have Messages from Above, which is a radio and TV show available on Ask One Radio, Periscope, and Moonstruck TV. Life is just amazing when you do what you love and you love what you do. Everything falls into place. I just cannot stress that enough. Okay. This evening, I am here to serve whomever has called in. So I'm going to sneak a peek. If you think these calls, like they're people we don't know, I can't read who it is. So half the time Dave has to tell me. And sometimes even when I put these little things on, I can't figure it out. I just crack up. I think, see, Renee in Arkansas. Hi, Renee. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing amazing. Thank you so much for asking. How can I help you this evening?
I had a couple of questions, if I could. I've got 5 years till retirement, and I'm hoping to stay at my job for the whole 5 years. And my second question is, I lost my brother and my father at a very young age. I used to feel them around me all the time. I do not anymore, and I wondered if you saw them.
Okay, so first things first, let's go back to the job. And I work better if I focus on one thing at a time in case you didn't catch that ADD thing in the beginning. Okay, so the first thing that they're saying is, yes, you have the potential to stay at the the job you're at for the next 5 years. Now there is a little bit of a, they want to. I always try to phrase things so nicely, and they're kind of blunt, but they're saying, you got to watch your attitude, because on certain days you get really annoyed. You get a little particular, tense.
Yes,
testy. I don't. Word is for this, but you don't always, things don't always go well, and sometimes you get a little huffy about it. And they're saying, just take a breath. Every workplace is like this. Every time when you're thrown, it's like a can of mixed nuts. It cracked me up. It's like a can of mixed nuts. You never know which nut you're going to be placed next to. Just breathe slow and deep.
And you're right on the head with that one, so yeah.
They just have the greatest sense of humor. I love them. Sometimes it's, a matter of taking slow, deep breaths and getting your way through it. Don't get bothered by things at work, and you will get through this last 5 years magnificently. At the 3-year mark, you're really going to want to go. You're going to want to be done. So it's going to be up to you whether you do the full 5. But at that 3-year mark, you're really going to consider just quitting. Okay? So really think that through when that 3-year mark comes. Weigh everything out. Figure out what's in your best interest moving forward. Now, can I ask you, I feel like at the 3-year mark, something's going to happen. It's going to be very heavy on your heart. Very heavy on your heart. Okay? So don't make the decision to retire based on something outside of your job, is what they're saying. Okay, sweetie?
Okay.
Okay, so what's your brother and your father's name?
Lou and Randy.
Okay, what was the first one?
Lou is my dad and Randy is my brother.
Okay. Okay, when I ask, are they here, I hear yes. And I hear it coming from behind me. That means they're close to my ears, so they can both talk. They're actually both going to be talking into my ears. And the first thing they want you to know is they are still with you. You can't, you don't feel, okay, at a certain point, we don't feel them or see them as much because they evolve, they go higher into that energy. So we have to kind of work a little bit more to be around them. But I'm hearing symbols. So they are giving you signs, and there is a symbol that they show you. Now I'm going to say what I'm hearing. I keep hearing jaybird, jaybird, jaybird. Now, whether you know what that means, I feel like that actually even has a double meaning for you. I feel like
jaybird,
like a jaybird, like a. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. You might it might come clearer later or whenever you see a jaybird. I'm not sure, but this is the first thing I'm hearing as a symbol. The next thing that I am getting from them, most of your symbols are outside of your home. They're not in your home. They're showing me what would be like a back area to your home. And most of the symbols are not, most of the things they try to show you are not inside of your home. They're outside of your home. So, and again, going back to the bird, they're showing me feathers, fallen feathers, feathers on the ground, feathers. So when you see feathers, that's also a sign. that they are around,
Okay.
and they're
Okay.
watching out for you and trying to help you that the best that they can during this time. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any specific questions?
I mean, this is a stupid question, I know, but do you see me in another relationship or married?
Yeah, I heard yes before you finished. I heard yes, you will be. Now, here's the thing. You are still holding on to some anger from a past relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of it.
Just a little.
And I feel like, just, I was going to say a little, and then they're like, no, there's nothing little about this. They really, don't take that, because that anger was caused by something, and whatever caused that anger will wreak havoc on your next relationship. So they're telling me to tell you, sit down and write a letter to yourself. Okay. Oh, this is new. Sit down and write a letter to yourself that that allows you to state everything that happened and what that states everything that happened and why you have this anger. Okay. Write down all the reasons why you have this anger. This letter is to yourself, so no holds barred. Be blunt and be brutal about all the reasons that you have this anger. Okay. And then put it in an envelope. And then the next day, you're going to go back and you're going to sit down and you're going to look at this letter. And for every reason that the anger was caused, they want you to ask, does that affect the person who caused the anger, or does that only affect you? And if it only affects you, then they want you to find a way to turn that anger or what caused the anger into a lesson. This is what I've learned from that. And it can't be to not trust men. That can never be the answer, okay? Because then you're just setting yourself up to fail. So this is what they're asking you to do, okay, my love? And then they want you to take that letter, and they want you to do some people burn them, some people shred them, whatever you feel like the best way for you to let this letter go and let it all be. And just know that once you do that and you look at this logically and you say, oh my gosh, this is, when you do this, something inside of you is going to click, and you are going to be so happy to let 99% of this go. And then if you do this, and the sooner you do it, the better, within 3 months, that person is going to come along, and he is going to be, I hear he is jovial, he is funny, he is kind, and he is caring. Okay. And the only thing he wants from you is companionship.
Okay.
Now, isn't that nice?
That's perfect.
That's awesome. That's so sweet. And he has suffered loss. I feel like he may be a widower, but I feel like he may be divorced. If he's either he has lost, like either his wife divorced him or he lost his wife. There was a tremendous loss in his life. Okay, so he understands a little bit better now how to really appreciate a woman and to be more attentive to her. Okay. So I feel like that has the potential to happen within 3 months if you can get that letter written and get it out there. If you cannot, it can be up to 6 months. Now I have to ask you, do you go out and I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but do you go out to places like the VFW posts or places along those lines?
No, I don't. I take care of my mother, go to work, and come home.
Okay, so I understand that. And I'm not saying you're going to meet him at a place like that, but I feel like that's something he might go there. It's seeming like he might be a veteran, or it just seems like I am just seeing this, and it's very heartfelt and symbolic. That's part of who he is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I hope that makes a little bit of sense for you. Okay.
It does. It does.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. So, did you have another question?
No, I think you probably covered everything. I just worry, because my mother is getting up there.
Oh,
and,
you know what?
Just the normal things like your family, your kids, that kind of stuff. But all in all,
Absolutely, I understand. Don't worry, because that stops you from enjoying the time with her. So spend the time just enjoying it rather than worrying about it, and everything will go much better, okay? Thank you so much for calling in. We are going to go to Sophie in Brisbane, Australia. Did I get that? Sophia?
Yes.
Sophia. Hi, how are you? How are you this evening?
I'm good. It's actually 12 o'clock here in the afternoon.
Excellent. That's wonderful. So let me ask you, I'm a psychic and a medium. Did you have a question, or did you want to connect with somebody?
Okay, Toni, I'm just always unlucky with my finances. So do you think anything is coming in? I've been buying lotto. Anything big coming in?
Oh, you and me both, sister. Let me tell you. Oh, I didn't know they had the lotto there, but they have it here too, and it's one of my favorite things to do.
We do.
Yes. Here's what I can tell you.
Yeah?
Well, don't quit your job if you have one. That is, I'm just hearing not so big, but don't,
Yeah.
It's very difficult to predict that. It's very, if I could predict it, I would be all in a different place right now, wouldn't I? So, did you have another question, perhaps?
Yeah, actually, my mom and dad have passed away. I just wanted to know just how they are.
Okay, so I did see. So first, I want to tell you, as soon as you came on the phone, I saw a gentleman come in, and I don't know if this gentleman is for you or for the possibly the last or somebody else. This gentleman, it seems like he is taller and he's older. He seems like he has on the top of his head, it was very thin or bald, but kind of bushy on the sides and the back. He wore sweaters with a button-down shirt. Does this sound familiar to you?
Yeah, sounds like my dad.
Oh. Okay, and then there is, thank you. I'm so happy this gentleman is for you, because he stepped in. I saw him as soon as we connected. Now, was the other person you asked about who was the other person, sweetie?
My mom.
Okay, thank you. There is a woman. Was she very petite, much smaller than him, very petite?
No, she was a big woman.
Okay, who is the woman that's very petite or smaller, like a younger girl? This could have been a child too.
Um,
She's standing right next to him. She's in a dress. Her hair is darker, and she's much smaller, like she is a child, but she's a very petite, very like a thinner build, a thinner frame.
okay. I can't remember anyone. But I have a lot of my cousins that have passed away, so probably would be one of them.
Okay, thank you for saying that. So I'm going to just, so I see some spirits, I hear some spirits, and I sense others. So I'm just going to do a double check here.
Yeah.
So I see your father, and your mom is standing behind me. So we can, I don't see her right now, but I know she is going to be the one communicating. That's why she's close to my ear. The first thing I always, okay, so the first thing they want to say is, hello, love, hello, love, hello, love. It has been quite a ride, quite a ride. Whirlwind. So happy to talk to you, and to make a connection today. And before you're talking, they just want you to know we love you. We are always watching over you. Okay, so did you have a question for them, love? Did you have a question for them?
Okay, are they looking after my daughters?
Okay.
Hello? And are they looking after my daughters? I got 2 daughters. Are they looking after them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Are they? I'm so sorry. I misunderstood you. I thought you were asking. Yes, they do. They watch over the familia, the whole family. We watch over all. And,
Okay.
And then did you have another question?
Okay. I've been unlucky in love, so I'm just wanting to know if there's a right man coming around.
Okay. So unfortunately, he is not coming soon. It will be about a year before the right man comes in. They want you to be more established before this person comes in. They want you to be in a better place, to be more established, to be more solid and more secure, feeling better about yourself. Right now, you are, and please don't be offended by this, you are a little bit desperate, and then somebody could come in that would take advantage of that. And they want you to be strong and solid, and to know who you are, and to be in the right place to attract the right man, not just any man. And that's going to take about a year. So they want you to take this a whole year, and every month work on one aspect of cleaning up one area of your life. And just by the time the end of the year comes, this man will come in, and everything else will be in place. And do you have a business? Do you have a business? Have you thought about starting a business?
No.
Well, think about it.
I was thinking of, but I don't have enough finances.
Okay, so is there something you could start very part-time, very slow? Something you can do, like while you're still working, you can do this to bring in, to start establishing your business? Can you start it slow? Because, sometimes that's the biggest mistake most new business owners make. They think they have to start so big, right? They think they have to start huge and they need all this space. And that's the biggest mistake, because this is, every foot of your business that you're renting, you need to make it make money for you, and you need to have so much traffic and everything coming through. If you can start it in a way that's much smaller and online, you're going to be doing so much better. And this is what they're saying. Don't think about so much investing. How are they saying this? Don't think about so much investing in untangible stuff. Just start doing the work, getting it ready, and putting it out there. Does that make sense to you, love?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, excellent. I need to check on the time here.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I have only 90 seconds left. I want to tell you that your parents want to tell you that, again, start this business slow, get everything cleared up in your life. In about a year, this man will come in, okay? Thank you so much for...
thank you and God bless.
Oh, God bless. And have an amazing summer, love. Have an amazing summer.
Okay. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. You've been listening to Messages from Above on Ask One Radio, which is on Moonstruck TV and Periscope. There are so many ways to watch this show and all of the other amazing shows on Ask One Radio. You can connect with me on my Facebook pages, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or my website, ToniG.info, TONIG.info. Thank you so much, and have an amazing rest of the week. Night-night.